Thursday is a great day to get outside, enjoy a little bit of the warm air, and also make some preps around the house as we await this already so much talked about Arctic air that is coming our way by Friday night. It does look more and more, though, like we're going to avoid the freezing and frozen precip all the way through the duration of Friday. And that's kind of new as of today. So we'll look at that here in just a moment. We can see the Arctic air gathering strength across the northern Great Plains all the way back up into Canada. Single-digit temperatures across North Dakota, northern Minnesota. That will continue to move southward over the course of the next couple of days. A lot of folks in the state of Texas, though, got to about 70 degrees this afternoon, and those who didn't, for the most part, saw some sunshine. But then we step into the weekend and all of the potential that comes along with that. A couple of different watches that we're going to outline for you over the course of the next couple of minutes. Number one is the Winter Storm Watch, which I think encompasses our best precip chance time pretty well. Friday evening all the way through very, very early Sunday morning. So I think that is the biggest window where we need to continually watch not only the radar, but the mercury here in the Brazos Valley. And again, more on that in just a little bit. Another update here for us is that some models are starting to get a better hold and picture of what this low pressure system, the moisture, the lift supplier to this system along with the Arctic air is going to do as it moves eastward across the state of Texas and then eventually all the way to the East Coast. And with that, we're also getting some high-res model data that is reaching into the weekend. And so far, what most of those high-res models have been telling us is that we are going to stay above freezing all the way through at least Friday evening, potentially even a good bit into Saturday as well. So an isolated shower possible Thursday. There we jump up to about 70 degrees. And then we kind of have a northeasterly breeze after that. But the real cold air waits until Friday evening to arrive. So about 60 degrees waking up on Friday, scattered showers throughout the day, then more widespread as we head into the evening. Kind of lose radar data here, but temperature data is still with us with our in-house model keeping most of, if not all of us, above freezing through at least midday on Saturday. If that is the case, we feel a little bit better about at least a portion of your weekend not being absolutely wrecked by icy travel. So essentially, the farther we go into the weekend, the more likely you are to find some issues out there because eventually we're going to see this rain switch over to either freezing rain or sleet and maybe even a little bit of snow. But right now we think freezing rain / sleet are the most likely outcomes for us here by the time we get into Saturday afternoon into the evening and maybe a little bit Saturday night into very early Sunday. How much accumulation we see from those very greatly depends on what the temperature is here at the surface and how much it impacts, especially travel-wise, continue into the rest of the weekend and into early next week. It greatly depends on how much accumulates out there. So again, we're cautiously optimistic that this is not going to cripple us all the way through the weekend and into next week. Unfortunately, that is not out of the realm of possibilities as of right now. So here's a way to look at it. All of us are going to find that frigid air. In fact, very, very cold temperatures, record rivaling for Sunday night and Monday night especially. We should expect to stay at or below freezing for at least 24 hours, potentially up to about 48 as we finish up the weekend and head into early next week. Most of us will find a wintry mix by the time we get to Saturday as early as midday, but especially into the afternoon. Travel impacts will very likely be seen along with that. That's pretty much a given at this point. But what we still have to watch out for, and again, this is over the course of Saturday into Saturday night, could we find significant enough ice accumulation to start doing some damage to trees, to power lines, and thus causing power outages? Right now, that is what we are least confident in, but we do need to alert you to that possibility. And if that is the case, that absolutely makes that cold exponential. So an extreme cold watch is in effect for most of the state of Texas to go along with this. That includes the Brazos Valley. That starts Saturday evening through Monday morning, where we then climb out of the freezer by the time we get to Monday afternoon. Expect some sunshine that day too. Dangerous wind chill in the single digits, maybe even approaching zero Saturday night and into our Sunday. By Saturday afternoon, it's in the mid to low 20s, and it will go down from there all the way through the rest of the weekend. Saturday, again, we expect to spend most of it in the 30s, but temperatures continually move down, especially Saturday night. We're waking up near 20 on Sunday, probably staying below freezing all the way through the day on Sunday, unless we can get a little more sunshine, what we're currently expecting. The coldest here is Monday morning, but that comes with clear skies, so we do expect to climb out of the freezer Monday afternoon, and then we see another hard freeze Monday night into our Tuesday, and then after that, things start to look a whole lot better. Back to tonight, it's mid to upper 50s by wake up time, about 70 by the finish. So again, soak up some of that warm air over the next about 24 hours or so. Friday is still going to be comparatively warm, but the farther you go into the evening, the more likely you are to be chilly and wet.